Labor shortages, remote work, reduced working hours, side gigs? We're currently living through the biggest shakeup in the labor market in decades, maybe longer. And with Labor Day right around the corner, it's a great time to talk about how the nature of work is rapidly changing around the world, especially here in the United States. The biggest and most impactful change is the shift to remote work. Most employers are realizing that remote work does not negatively affect workers' productivity, and in some cases may even improve it. As a result, a growing share of companies expect to permanently shift to remote work models, perhaps the biggest legacy of COVID-19. Employers are also more willing to geographically expand their employee pools. The shift to remote work allows employers to hire workers in cheaper labor markets and save on labor costs. In 2018, less than 40% of Silicon Valley tech company jobs were outside of that area. Now it's almost 2/3. Most of that increase occurred during the pandemic, around the shift to remote work. We're also dealing with a larger labor shortage at the moment. Some categorize this shortage as a failure on the part of the worker, blaming them for not returning to work because of their generous unemployment benefits. Others are blaming companies themselves, saying the shortage is due to poor wages that companies refuse to raise, and that this is simply a result of supply and demand in action. Whatever the reason, we do know that the majority of the open jobs are low wage in nature. We also know that the working age population in the US is gradually shrinking, especially the older population that left the workforce due to the pandemic and does not plan to return. These labor shortages will most likely be with us for the foreseeable future. Amid all of this change, we're also seeing countries experiment with reduced work needs. Between 2015 and 2019, Iceland completed a study of 1% of its workforce that had their work week reduced to 35 hours a week. The results of the experiment was an overwhelming success, with reports of reduced stress and burnout, and increasing work-life balance, health, and overall worker well-being. All while productivity and service provision remained the same or improved across the majority of trial workplaces. Based upon these stellar results, Icelandic trade unions negotiated for a reduction in working hours. Currently, nearly 90% of the working population now have reduced hours or other accommodations. The takeaway? Work is changing, hopefully for the better. I challenge you to think about how, and more importantly, why you work, and how you can make changes that will lead to a healthier and happier version of yourself. For more informational videos like this one, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channels. Thanks again for watching, and happy Labor Day.